doing today?
We didn't do much today. All we did was go to
Well,
we went to get consultation for the tattoo I wanted.
yeah.
And it turned out the tattoo I wanted it seemed like a good idea in my head, but then when you
I didn't think it was a great idea. But
in my head it was a great idea, but then I saw it.
even the artist, she looked at me and I was like, I'm just translating. I know it's not a great idea, but she just sympathized. I think it happened that she was wondering why I was there, and then she kind of realized why I was
because
there.
I'm socially awkward.
Well, no, it wasn't your fault completely, but you were genuinely like...
It was mostly my fault.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so shut up.
We went to that consultation. It was fine. And it was, after a while, she was like, you need to think this over again a little bit.
Yeah, then we had a few ideas over sushi.
Oh, we didn't go to sushi this time. We went to a hottie pot place of sorts that I'd never seen before. I just knew there was pot, and then I was like, man, I'm really hungry, because we were going to Glad Day.
Because you know that there was pot?
Not that pot, just a pot of food in there. He wishes this is the other one, but we don't smoke either, so he's just lying.
We did a vlog on the first time we got high, so...
You check that out in the description.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Actually, this way?
No, I don't do that. Just go to my channel or go to the website I put my
You gotta give some convenience to people. You gotta give some convenience.
Alright, so...
Some sanity.
Yeah, so I want rose tattoos.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, I want a rose tattoos. And she had a good idea about putting rose tattoos, on the shoulder.
Because it was like, I partly knew what you wanted, partly the style, but it was just like, when you initially pitched the idea, I looked and I was like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Because it was like, he wanted it super small, the rosebud to be super small, and then a full stab, and it's like, disproportionately, it just wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't look great.
Oh, you thought I wanted it small?
No, it's not like small, but like your pitched idea was still like this big on a chest.
I wanted it bigger, actually.
No, not the way you were saying it there. You're like,
because I was like so confused. I was actually confused at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she actually had a good idea of like putting tattoos.
I have a few, yeah.
Yeah, like realistic tattoos, like.
There's like a mix. So there's traditional that would work on you better because it's mostly solid colors, or do super realistic. That's just a lot of really good line work, hopefully. Yeah. So like there was two ideas. It's either you do like the necklace, the collarbone one, or we do it from here and then like go down halfway, which could still work with the aesthetic that you work with. Off your body.
I actually like it either way. I like it. I actually like the necklace one.
The collarbone idea, the straight one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want that, and then like behind my back too.
Yeah.
I like that.
It really just depends on what you want at that point. So. We'll figure it out, because apparently I'm paid translator to be in your life every day when we're out. By the way, for a man that wants to find Dream Boy.
Oh my God! I was thinking the same thing. I knew you were gonna go to that.
See, months ago, I've known this man for a very long time. He was like, I've broken up with my significant other about 2-ish months ago. So guess what I did to kind of combat that, the moping, the process. Let's go on a dating app, not necessarily for a rebound, but I just wanted to have more meet new people and specifically queer friends. So I was like, let's do that. And then 2 months later, I'm just
waiting.
No, not really. It was waiting. How many people? You know how many people I've met online within the last 2 months? It's kind of it's double digits at least. It was double digits within about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just whatever. So essentially I was telling him to do the same, and he's just no, I want to meet them in person. This is this man.
I want to meet them. I want to meet them in person. It's yeah, do you ever go outside your house? Yeah, I do. Other than work, willingly. Yeah,
that's a specific word.
Did willingly count with a gun to my head?
See?
Well, I go out of the house,
Not willingly.
At work. Does that count? And the library, does that count? And Swish LA for me and my sister on Friday night, doesn't that count? I'm willingly going out. I'm slowly going out with you.
He's been doing that for years.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, from how long I've known him in high school, where he was very not much into going out. Not that I was either. We're both broke. But by the time we essentially both graduated college, maybe a little before that, it was like we slowly started going out more.
Yeah.
But it's just like going out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it's since I'm.
If you told me in high school that I would end up getting tattoos and wearing all black like I always wanted to in elementary school, I would have been like, bullshit. And then it's like me coming over today is like hey, pass me. Come here. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this and more tattoos. It's like, who are you? And what's that thing in your nose? It's a piercing.
Speaking of which, that's probably one of the hardest things between piercings and tattoos. He'd rather have tattoos, and I'm just like, piercings are literally a one-time pain.
Yeah, but at least the tattoo I got, the egg tattoo I got near my ankle actually hurt. That didn't even hurt. I was almost asleep.
Mine is like, I have tattoos too that's like right on its bone, and I have.
Yeah.
And just so you know, my right ankle is probably my only injury. I've sprained it a lot of times, so it was even worse. So I ran out of adrenaline by I think the third time he had to get my tattoo done. Where I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
You and I were making fun of me the whole time.
Well, I didn't make fun of you. I just said, okay, just remember, take the pain off this. I'm paying for this too.
But after you could tell it wasn't completely, but she was like, oh, but I was in genuine pain. It was probably the most painful tattoo I've had so far.
Yeah, so
it's more painful than the piercings I've gotten.
I prefer the tattoos again.
But we're going. You want to step them. Literally, this pain is it's not even painful. It's the reflex.
Give me time with that. Just give me time. So the dating app you had, you've met a few people.
I've met a lot of people.
And she took a picture of me.
Which I do mention in the previous video. That was that friend. I've essentially, at this point, if he ever sees this,
he's not gonna see this. Nobody sees my video.
You never know. It's just to be I ghosted you. I literally the last message you made, I was like, no, I can't.
And it's like you called me, you took a picture of me, and he's like, he's skinny. He's like, he's too skinny for me. I'm like, okay, now I'm pissed off at you because you called me skinny. Also, you hurt my friend, but mostly you called me skinny, so I hate you.
Yeah.
Go to your thick boys or whatever.
Yeah, so that didn't work out.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of different people since then, and it's great.
And me and a friend Lee told me of everything that happened today in the past week.
He lives through.
And me and another friend of ours are treating her life like a soap opera. Okay, whatever happens, both of us will be at your house.
It's three now. If you, that's on the least.
Okay, so the three of us are gonna go to, and every time something happens, we're gonna go over to her house with a bunch of snacks, and we're just gonna see her. We are not going to interrupt her. We're just going to go ahead and see her talk like a one-woman show, and we're going to have snacks, and we're just going to be laughing and laughing, and we're crying with you, and it's like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. You're living your life through. We're living through you.
Yeah, literally, I know my other best friend, the one, I've known you for, over 10 years. The other girl I knew since college. And literally, she's been living through my life pretty much, I think, pretty much since we met, partly. But, especially within the last few months, she was just like, what was it? She was telling me one time, I was just like, why do these things happen? And she's like, I've learned not to question these things. You just do. And I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, what's going to happen to you one day? It's like, it will happen to me like that one day, but it won't be like that.
That's why I don't want a dating app because it's going to be too
bad.
It's going to be too complicated for me.
Because you're an old man. I don't know how to swipe.
My phone broke.
Shit.
You're a piece of shit.
So, essentially,
she wants
it's not bad.
She wants to get an app, and because of the love triangle at one point, I'm like,
oh, that lasted about 30 seconds.
At least you had a love triangle. I was like, you're like, hey, why don't you ever get a love triangle? Me and the love triangle, have you seen my face?
Look, first off, the love triangles are not very, new to me. That, and I grew up in a harem of sorts, which is funny. I texted that to, one of my people I've met through OkCupid, we became friends. And then I see a text, he's just like, so I'm gonna file that under, I'll ask later what that means. And I'm looking at them, just like, Yeah, this is not my first rodeo when it comes to either triangles, squares, rhombuses of sorts.
Well, I actually almost met like a dude guy with blonde hair at the Glad Day bookstore. We
Should
went
have said hi.
because he was on the phone.
Maybe should have creeped.
No, I'm not doing. I don't want to do that because he's gonna notice. Because I can't tell if the flash is off or not. And because he was in a conversation and he's like.
We can always go back. You can go back to Glad Day next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm working both days. On the days you're off, I'm actually working.
All right, then I'll be down here.
We'll see because like.
We'll let you know details.
If that happens.
We'll see because the bookstore I really like going there.
Yeah, I can tell. Although I think people start recognizing us.
Yeah,
we're always the two of us in the store.
There's the cashier who checked out our books is like, I've seen you here a couple of times. I'm like, yeah, I have been.
I wonder if I've been noticed. Like, well, shit, thanks.
Like, I actually noticed a couple of people who still work there. So
yeah,
like, there's a black woman with dreadlocks, and there's a lady with a
Asian girl. There's a shorter, chubbier, like white girl, lady
with a hat, and like, she's awesome.
There's that Asian guy that's like quite tall. Yeah. I think I've recognized everybody, but I'm not 100%. At some point we will be recognized.
We're recurring characters. We're not regulars, but we're recurring characters.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not going to Toronto every single week.
Well, we'll go.
We do somewhat. Like we go like once a week or something. But yeah.
Yeah. So how about this? Like next time we go to Glad Day, we'll go early. We'll hang out there. We'll talk to a couple of people. Like last time, a few weeks ago, or last visit ago, somebody was talking about Supernatural, and I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome." Because I knew because they said they're at season 12. Like, the Dragon Knight. And, like, we're talking about, they were saying season 12, and it's like Dean and Sam are like, okay, they're talking about Supernatural. Because what else?
Oh yeah. You came back, and I was like, who are you talking to?
Yeah, it's like so. It's
like, oh my God, son, he's talking to people.
Yeah, my son.
Should that be a separate vlog and be like, I'm sorry, there's a canon to this story?
There is a canon. Yeah, canon. So she's 2 years younger than me, and I'm somehow the son.
Yeah, and then his best friend is the father.
My platonic life partner here, and my heterosexual life partner who moved. So yeah.
And then they'll be like, we share him, but now since
honestly, if I ever find someone, girl or guy, I'm gonna introduce the both of you. Well, since he moved, it's gonna be you. Here's the thing. Since he's moved, then it's gonna be you and Auntie Asma.
Oh yeah, Asma will probably be a good replacement.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty funny though. She's the aunt now. Apparently.
Mother Agnes, Daddy Andrew, Auntie Asma.
It makes sense. Don't worry about it. It makes
it's perfect canon.
Yeah, it's canon now. Yeah. Even though he has a full family with mother and father
who don't know what I really am. And apparently a lot of people think we're dating, but we're not.
It's been how many years, and a lot of people are like, "Are you dating?"
It's like, no, we're pretty much platonic life partners. We love each other, but not that much.
Not that romantic.
She wants to set me up because there are words. Here's the thing: I came up with words for her to say. Anytime I see someone cute, she has to say those words. Like she knows, I'd be like, all right. Should I say it?
No. Do you want to give away the secret?
Only she can say it.
Oh, that's
okay,
fair.
only she and Asma. You and Asma can say it.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Everyone else says it. Maybe it'll be your cue to punch them.
No. It's like, you can't say that. Only 2 other people can say that. Possibly 3. You know what? You, Asma, and Andrew, if he ever comes.
If Turner's not very pushy.
Yeah, I guess.
I think our friendship is half the fact that it makes.
You're more pushier.
Apparently I seem like a really big bossy asshole.
She's the feminine. She's a masculine girl to me and Andrew's feminine boy. She's a masculine girl to Andrew and I's feminine boys. Wait, I forgot. Okay, you're the masculine girl to our feminine boys.
I guess.
Yeah.
Although the whole gender thing is also I'm not ready to really come up. But anyway, that's a different story that maybe I'll tell one day.
Yeah, one day.
It is one of those a lot of people outside. I know.
If people see us together, it's like, oh, I can see why they're just friends.
Yeah, so it's because they don't know. Is most people when they see us interact, it's we either look like a couple, or I look really pushy and bossy, and it's just like a lot of people don't realize it's like, no, I don't make him do anything super uncomfortable.
No,
if I know
she
can say no.
She slowly is pushing me towards it, slowly.
Yeah.
Like, by my pace, and I'm getting out there, so it's fine.
But it's just a lot of people do think that like I am super pushy, super bossy. It's like
I don't think so. I just tell them fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off. She's my friend. She can tell me what to do.
Yes. It's the only time where it goes off and it's like, yes, I can.
All right, you have a bus to catch.
Oh shit, you have to come with.
Okay. Well, probably another day log sometime. So
Well, we'll tell you stories, and I don't know. Maybe you like me. You can comment about me.
No.
Oh, nobody knows who I am.
No, nobody watches this channel, so
You don't know that, don't you? Have subscribers of sorts.
Barely.
Like 100 and something.
142.
See, he even knows the number. He knows.
Yeah, that's the problem. I know the number. I know the exact number.
That's not a bad thing. That means every single person out there that is subscribed and watches him, he loves you, and he knows the number of people that watch him. Like, look at this.
Yeah. So until next time, and season 7 is gonna come out real soon. So.